Hello everyone, welcome to Azure DevOps. We will be discussing about the Azure accounts and also about the subscriptions. All right. So, what are the different subscriptions that are available in Azure? Okay, we will be talking about everything in this video. You can actually make a note if you want. Whenever you want to create, when you want to work on Azure, right? You have to create Azure account. All right. So for that, let me have these folders ready first. Okay. First, we have to create the account. Your organization will also doing the same sort of thing. Okay. Account creation is very important. To work on the Azure. So along with the subscriptions. All right. In fact, whatever you and me learn here, right? So it is the same that you'll be implementing in your organization as well. All right. Now, account can have multiple subscriptions. Okay. When you create Azure account, right? Basically, you'll be giving $200 credit. Okay. For the first one, and these things we will be learning what are the credits will be given and how do we use that and what are the next steps to be followed. We will be learning about everything in this video. All right, so make sure you just have to understand that whenever you create the account, basically you'll be given $200 for the first as a credit for you for a month. It is going to be for a month, and then what will be done, we'll be discussing about that, what happens after your subscription over in a month, right? So what you need to do, we will be seeing that as well. Okay, now you can create many things, okay, but still some constraints are definitely there, right? It is expected when you have when you are given permission, there are definitely some constraints also will be there. Similarly, there are some constraints. First, like subscription is free. Okay, it works only for 1 month, right? As I said, from the day of subscription, after that it will be frozen. Okay, so after the subscription it will be frozen. So let me just show you that as well. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we'll talk about it, what subscriptions work, how do accounts to create, and how exactly the scenario will be working when it comes to the organization and all that, what kind of accounts you'll have, and how do you get into subscription stuff. These things I will try and give you idea here. So first thing is, let me show you what account. Okay, like this is basically we are creating account for ourselves. Okay, in Azure, creation of the account is really important when it comes to Azure DevOps, right? So make sure you create account first, and then you will be taking it forward from there, right? So if I say in account, in Azure account, whichever I have created, first thing you will say it as a subscriptions. Okay, so subscriptions is the one, and then as the session progress, you will understand why I have mentioned different points here, so that you will understand. Okay, so subscriptions is the one, and then so this subscription generally you can call it as in any organization, or when you create the account, right? So this is where you will call it is free for 1 month, as I said. Okay, so after that what happens, I will tell you in some time. Okay, now as I said, here you will be given $200, okay, which is a credit for you. This is for an entire 30 days. Okay, so after 30 days it will be frozen. So then you have to follow a certain process. So what would be that process is, okay, you go after your subscription goes, right? You will be given something called pay as you go. Remember this. Okay, After your subscription ends, you will be given access as pay as you go. This is going to be 11 months. Okay, here you will have some services which are free for 11 months. There are certain services which is given to you. This is going to be free for 11 months. This scenario might be different in your organization. Okay, because when it comes to organization, they have a different structure, right? So it depends on the organization. All right, and then okay, they may already have some licenses of MSDN. Okay, this is I'm talking about the organization's perspective. Okay, in the organization's perspective, they might already have MSDN license part, and then they might go with enterprise support account also, which is shown here, right? This is also again going to be $200 credit for you. Your organization will have different sources of accounts. Okay, because when it comes to organization, we all know, right, it is entirely depending on the client requirement. All right, so while we are learning, okay, what we'll do is we'll be using only 2 subscriptions. Okay, only 2 subscription. Why? One is free, the other one is pay as you go. Okay, free subscription we'll be using, and we also be using pay as you go. So let me just show you how you create the account. Okay, go to browser and type, and you will get the account. There you go. Start for free. You will be creating the you can create the Azure account. Since I already have, so I'll try and show you. And if you have any issues whilst creating the account for the first time, I will also try and help you. I'll create one more video also for that. Okay, here if you see, this is where the first scenario would be. Okay, first scenario would be in your organization. If you go here, monthly pay, right, $200, where Microsoft will be support you only on the issues based on the priority. Okay, these kind of things. But I can have one account and multiple subscription in parallel. These are the different. That is the initial scenario, and this is the another scenario depending on your company. Okay, you'll be using that. See, you can segregate, or you can divide both of them different ways. That is exactly these things for 1 month it will be using for them. Okay, after 1 month you will be using this one, but your organization might not use this. Your company might have a different requirement, and they might follow a different process, because they definitely might end up using MSD and pay as you go. Okay, different models for a different customers, right? Hope you got this scenario. Okay, all right, let's say I have one account and I'm having 3 different projects. In case in my company I have one account, okay, and I'm having 3 different projects. Those 3 accounts may be with 3 different subscriptions. This can be a scenario which is possible, right? So in this case, now whenever you register an account, you are owner for that account, right? So you are represented as a global admin. Remember that. Whenever you will create this account, you will be representing as a global admin for this account. Okay. So going forward, we'll be learning about how to make particular user of the administrator only as pay as you go subscription if you have, and we'll be learning all of them. Okay. So first, how to create Azure account. 3 different projects, and okay, let me mention here also. Okay, I'll try and provide you the links also so that you will understand. Okay, first thing, this is what we are learning. Okay, Azure account, we'll have it somewhere. This is where I have saved it, but I will try and give you the access in my the links somewhere so that you will understand it. Right. So what is the next thing we'll be learning about? Azure account. These are the links basically. I'm just saving for my reference. Okay, Azure account has a subscription.